Yo, what's good? It's Lust for Power. Today I'm bringing y'all my ultimate classic M1A build. Solo heroic for the raid, level 40 normal, level 4 control points. You can do it all with this build. It's totally maxed out. You get all the right pieces for it, and you'll be a boss. You'll be one-shotting almost anything, and yeah. So let's get into the build. Alright, you guys already know that I run sharpshooter with my classic M1A. It's a must. You get 15% increased headshot damage with rifles and marksman rifles for the talent 1 in the head. And you get breath control. You get 15% increased weapon stability. You need that. Alright, let's get into the build and let's check it out and see what we got. We running the Baker's Dozen. It's hitting at 500k. It's got an RPM of 180. And it has 19, really 20 in the map because of perfect lucky shot. This one has 15% rifle damage, 13% critical hit damage, and 6 damage to armor. And we have perfect lucky shot on the gun. Magazine capacity is increased by 30%. Missed shots from cover have a 100% chance to return to the magazine. If you run in a classic M1A build, you want to get this gun. At first I was sleeping on it, but then I actually started to use it and I seen how viable it was. Like, which you miss a lot of shots sometimes sniping from the back, sitting in the back and cover. And when you shooting and cover with this gun, you don't consume any ammo if you miss your shots. So you can keep spamming until you get them shots. It's real lovely. But this is my other classic M1A that I use for strictly damage. This one has it's hitting at 500k as well. It's got 15% rifle damage, 17% critical hit damage, and 6 damage to armor as well. And we got ultimates on the gun. Weapon damage is increased by 3% for every 10% ammo missing from the magazine. So when I'm fighting tanks and heavies, I switch into that gun. Alright, we got Providence Defense. I use three-piece Providence on all my damage builds. I mean, if you run in a damage build, that's what you want to be running. It got the 10 headshot damage, the 10 critical hit chance, and the 15 critical hit damage. Alright, we got the Providence Defense Mask. It's got 14.5 weapon damage, 3.4 headshot damage, 4.7 critical hit chance, and 11.3 critical hit damage. And that's a mod slot right there. You want to make sure you get your crit chance to about 50 and 60, and you'll be straight to go. So the chest piece, another Providence Defense. We got 13.1 weapon damage, 10.1 critical hit damage, 4.9 critical hit chance, and I got a mod of 11.1 critical hit damage. And we're running the talent. Glass Cannon. All damage you deal is amplified by 25%. All damage you take is amplified by 50%. So with Glass Cannon, you always have a damage amplified by 25%. If you're also running Vigilance on your backpack, that's amplified by 50%. So that's another reason why my build hits so hard, because I'm running Vigilance and I'm running Glass Cannon at the same time. So that's a whole 50% that you gain. But notice we take 50% amplified damage. So we have to play smart as well. We have to be in cover at all times. Don't rush any enemies because you will get melted. You can't, I mean, sometimes the damage is good, but you will get melted. Alright, we got a Suspect Variable, one piece, 10 critical hit chance, and if you're going for a crit build or anything, you always want to run this one piece because 10 critical hit chance is too much to give up. We got 15 weapon damage, 9 headshot damage, and 5.1 critical hit chance. So altogether, just that holster gives me about 15.1 critical hit chance. You can't give it up. We got the Overlord Armaments knee pads. We got 10% rifle damage for the one piece. Core attributes, 170,000 armor. Attributes, we got 15% damage to target out of cover. And we got 7.6 hazard protection. Alright, that 15% damage to target out of cover, that only comes on Fox's prayer knee pads. You cannot roll it into the library. You cannot roll it anywhere at all. So if you want that, it's like having 15 weapon damage on the knee pads as well. Like if I put 15 weapon damage on the top, I could probably take my classic M1A to maybe 550 or 600, but I don't do it because I want that extra armor. We already running glass cannon, so around 600k armor is just like it really doesn't matter. You still get melted, but I'm running extra armor just for the safety. You know what I'm saying? We already got 15 right there as well. So we running the group row one piece. One piece gives you 15% critical hit damage. Again, if you run in a crit build, one piece Grupo, one piece Seska, I mean, you can't get that up. That's what you want. You know what I'm saying? We got the core tributes of 15 weapon damage. We got 10.1 critical hit damage and 10 headshot damage. Alright, we got the Providence Defense backpack, the last Providence piece. Core tributes, we got 15% weapon damage. We got 6.9 headshot damage. 3.3 critical hit chance and 5.4 critical hit chance mod slot. And we're running vigilance. Increase total weapon damage by 25%. Taking damage disabled this buff for 4 seconds. So when you go into battle, you run in glass cannon, you run in vigilance. You got 50% weapon damage. You take damage, it disables the buff for 45 seconds, and we're also getting 50% amplified damage. So you want to make sure that you're staying in cover. You know what I'm saying? You keep your enemies in front of you. You attack at a distance, and you'll be smacking hard and just taking enemies out left and right. But you gotta play smart with the build also. But let's get into the stats. We got 500k weapon damage, 330 PvP weapon damage. We got 58.6 critical hit chance, 110.6 critical hit damage, 114 headshot damage. We got 72.8 all weapon damage bonus and 40% rifle damage bonus. And that's the build. We gonna go to the shooting range just so y'all can see some of the damage that this build is able to cause. It's 3.2 mil headshots, 3 million headshots. Like it's a real nice build, and the damage is top notch. So we gonna put it on invulnerable elite. All right, let's land a couple of headshots. 3 million. 3.2 million, 3 million. Yeah, a lot of 3 million hits in there. Yeah, the build is that's the build, guys. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I appreciate all of y'all coming through that's been subscribing to the channel, liking everything. I just appreciate all of y'all, and I'm gonna keep these builds coming for y'all, man. I appreciate you all. Thank you.